streaming Mech Arena. Got a lot of things going on. Sorry, guys, so late. Um, Fortunately, I had work and then I'm going to college right now at the same time. Uh, so things are super busy. But I noticed we got a lot of good things going on. I've been seeing a lot of things about the Missile Rack 16s coming out. Already out pre release to the content creators and moderators. So very exciting. Now, the Missile Rack 16s have been officially released. Now, these things are just some bad looking mamma jammas. I mean, we're ending our top tier at 42,000 with a possible 40% buff. The ones before that are Missile Rack 12s that cap out at 32,000 without the 40% legendary buff. So it's about 10,000 extra base without any implants, any buff. So pretty exciting. We knew it was coming. It's been in the works, so finally released, and now it is here. The cool thing is, for those that have the money to spend, it is in the crate rush. But there is the ability to actually win free crate coins for that too. So if any of you guys win that, I will be super jealous. But at the same time, super excited. Now, unfortunately, this is going to be a weapon that is going to take a top energy tier mech. So be ready for that. While it does start out at 3-star, you are going to need to level it up quite a bit to be able to compete with it. Because N tier weapons will be able to, at the 3-star, compete with it. Now, as you get it up, you're going to be just, it's going to be annihilation. So, with that, I think, if I'm correct, that is the only one. I am so waiting for, I'm hoping that the shotguns will come out here soon too. But there's actually a couple that have also been shown by some of the content creators that have come out, and I think another one was the nade launcher 12s. I'm not sure about that. I know they have been bringing out a plethora of new going to come out soon 16s, and so far the Missile Rack 16s is one of the first of that edition. For you guys who can go and get that, go and get that. Why not? But we also have a lot of good events going on. Obviously, the Battlethon for the free for all still going on for 150 coins, blueprints, some different stuff like that. But you also have the Accolade Challenge. Now, while you only get one event coin for this, I was actually pretty happy with um, the top legendary, the Hawwank Onyx skin, because it actually looks pretty freaking cool. Um, Now, on sadly, I do not have Onyx yet, but I think the skin in itself looks pretty cool. So if you win that, shoot, it's a pretty cool skin. I know some of us are tired of skins, but the other ones that they have, like I was looking at the one for Tengu, actually looks pretty dang cool. It has this like Iron Giant look to it, which I'm a huge Iron Giant fan because I like that movie. Um, Panther has that too. So it's just a really cool looking sheet metal type rivet. And for people that don't know what rivets are, those are those little things that actually hold the sheet metal together. The little circular things, those are called rivets, guys. So I mean, it looks just pretty cool. So it might, for those that love skins like myself, it's worth it to just try to go out there and get it. And then with the accolade challenge that we have, we still got the specialization, but then we move ourselves to the award playoff event, which should excite you just a little bit more. And why is that? Well, I'm going to show you why that is. You've got a legendary missile rack damage, then damage again, damage radius, and then you've got an epic max missile reload. Now, for myself, I'm not going to be worried about the award playoff event too much, and the only reason I say that, other than the 8,000 pilot coins that I do actually want, um, on my thing, I actually have the missile rack legendary, the legendary missile rack radius, and the missile rack reload. So I'm not too worried about that. But for you guys who are good at the award playoff event, get out there, get those, because those are actually really good implants, especially if you're trying to get that missile rack 16. So pretty cool development from them bringing that out. Um, we are still currently working on Puma and Panther, or yeah, Puma and Slingshot. I'm not too excited about them, but I've been putting some research into them, so we've got that going on. Um, Other than that, unfortunately, I've got all the CP to make up because I haven't had to do it, or had the time to do it. So we still got to get into that. Um, and where I'm sitting at. So let's see what we've got for tournament. I always tell you guys, before you get into tournament, go into guidelines and make sure that your setup is right. Now we are in heat of 3 of 6. This is free side, um, and I'm pretty sure I'm good for free side. So I'm not too worried about them. So let's go ahead and get into some CP, and let's just get into it. And you know what? I was actually contemplating upgrading my shotgun fours. I've got enough 8 coins for it, but I have a hard time. Even though they would help my tank, I have a hard time leveling up things that are not end game. What I mean by end game is I will not be end up using it because it will not have the damage out that I need it to have. So unfortunately, my Tengu is yet going to sit for another day with nothing. Um, I've got my missile rack 12s that are ready to go, but um, I'm telling you, I'm that those missile rack 16s. Uh, oh wait, we went into the missile rack. Oh no, I don't know why it didn't let me go into that first. But that missile rack 16 just looks overpowered. So, what's crazy about this missile rack 16s, and this is just I've got to put this out there, but it's not a legendary weapon. Does that make? Let's ask anybody. Does that make really any sense? I mean, you've got an item that once you start up just a couple times, you're gonna destroy everybody. So honestly, you know what I would like to see is I would like to see where an epic can be a legendary, but only at a certain grade level. Like you've got Mr. Rack sixes, eights, 12s, and now 16s. I personally think 16s and maybe even 12s should be at a legendary status type because they're putting out as much weapon damage as a legendary. But that's just me, you know, um, and what I think they should do. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into CP and try to finish CP as fast as we can. Fortunately, I don't have as much time as I usually do, and I'm a little behind. I don't think I'm going to be able to hit tournament too much, sadly, truly. But it is what it is. Let's get in here in the skyship. And I'm always in indifference whether or not I want to bring out um, my EMs right away and try to get rid of uh, everybody that brings out like their best mechs at first, or if I want to bring close quarter. But yeah, I'm like 50-50 on it. Let's see what we got going on here. I can usually gauge how the opponent is going to be. One, if that right there happens, and two, if the enemy actually goes up to one of this tier level or this tier level. If they don't, usually I'm not too worried about the skill presence that they're going to bring. So I always look when I'm playing these games. I always look at pattern of movement for the enemy. I can tell when you have a less skilled team. Come on, come on. There you are. By the way that they move or take over CP points um, pretty fast. I think there's a Panther that's blocking that. Oh, we'll go for it. I guess not. So far doing pretty good. We've got that middle section. I knew I was going to hit him. He went right into that side as soon as I went in there. Oh well, that covers that. Get rid of him. And hopefully we can, my goal when I get into CP is just trying to get a pretty dependable CP starting out real fast so I can go ahead and burn my CP as fast as I can. And right now, for those that are in the same kind of areas I am, you should be working as fast as you can to get to that Division One if you're one of those ones are that are competing to get that 500 under. And what I mean by that 500 is trying to get into one of the top 500 marks. Now, unfortunately, myself, I'm not there just yet. I can't compete with top tiers, but that's because just FYI, top tiers, you're doing max SP to uh, what? Oh, I saw that. You know what? I saw that guy going for me, and I was like, I'll chance it. Bad mistake. I think that was this guy right here. I think we're so far ahead in points. It really does not matter. Like I said, I usually try to take out my EM rifles for the most part, because my kind of hypothesis for the way some people play is not so much playing type, is not so much pulling out what's best for the map, but what's best in the table. I like to get rid of what's best first from a distance, and then on my tank you kind of go in there and clean it up. So looks like we actually got a good team. I'm gonna see. Nope, that stinks. I was hoping I could get in here real fast and